Hey, my wolflings, it's Wolfie. I'm back. I probably look creepy as fuck today because I'm running around like a maniac trying to get the house ready. But I want to make a rant video today because a lot of people, my friends, a lot of my friends send me like videos, like rants that I've seen of bands I listen to, such as recently Blow on the Dance Floor, who have been getting a lot of hate. I'm trying to find good light. Who have been getting a lot of hate lately, and I just don't understand where this is coming from because half of it isn't like backed up by much fact. Like you can't even like defer like the tweets or the text messages as actually being real. And I've actually tested this with one of my friends. I got one of those free apps you can get for iPhones, as far as I know. Because I have an iPhone, I can't test like Android, some other smartphone. But I've seen people that get like you can get these free texting apps that fake a phone almost. Sorry, I thought my dad was home. That fake like a phone almost. And you can pretend it's anybody. I put in Davi's name where it said put in a number, and then I texted, yo, it's Davi, I believe it was, or something like that. And you know what? It sent it to my phone, pretending it was Davi. Vanity. And you know what? Anybody could do that. Anybody who just wants a little attention could do that. And then also, use a little bit of logic. The people that are actually believing this, who do you really think would post something that they seem pretty consensual about having sex with this man when they're a minor and post it on Twitter? Those are attention whores. And also one more thing I wanted to talk about, because I don't really have too much information on this. But also, it was more on the haters make you famous. I believe that 100%, because we also look at other artists such as Marilyn Manson, Alice Cooper, Ozzy Osbourne, Kiss, and Motley Crue. They all became famous off of being hated originally. Like, let's look back at Marilyn Manson. Let's go to him first. It's probably most of my viewers would know him better than maybe Kiss, obviously Kiss. But probably he's the most recent because he's still around. Well, all of them are still around, but you know what I mean. It was extremely hated. Like, you look back in Rolling Stones or other magazine articles at that time, or Columbine, for example. That got him extremely famous. And do you want to know why? Because people heard his name. When people hear your name, they're going to be wondering what all the buzz is about. And then you're going to get people that hate you. Then you're going to get people that love you. It's just how it works, okay? And, you know, then you go back to the early 70s, like the 70s when, you know, 60s, late the 60s, 70s when, you know, Kiss and Motley Crue were coming out and, you know, those good bands, and Alice Cooper, who got me started in music. You know, when all those people are coming out, and you see them, I got distracted, and you see them, and they are extremely, extremely famous for, their music, but how did they get started originally? I mean, you look at the time these people came out, you know, Ozzy Osbourne, everybody probably knows by now, he bit bats off people's heads. That got him extremely hated. He does no longer do that. I don't really know if he performs a lot anymore, but he does no longer do that. He didn't do that after, I believe, the 90s or the 80s. Don't exactly know when, but he did stop. But that got him hated, mostly by animal support groups. You know what? People would listen to his music. Then little freaks and mutants would go and listen to his music and be like, wait, I really like this. Who cares if he's biting bats' heads off? And then you have Alice Cooper, who was just hated. It took generations. It took like a good generation or two for him to actually get fan base. A good fan base. And now look at him. I believe he owns part of the Dodgers, okay? Haters made those people famous. Haters made Blow on the Dance Floor famous. Haters made Black Veil Brides famous. I'm just trying to use bands that I know of. And it's all true. Haters make you infamous. Very true. But do you want to know what? It takes that infamy to become famous. Okay? When you have that infamy, you are going to have to either take it and let that be known as your name, or you're going to have to take it and actually make a career off of it. Okay? I just don't understand why people don't actually listen to what he's trying to say about that. And one more thing I'd like to talk about is people going against very eccentric kind of people. Like I was watching a woman that was talking about divinity, Gabriella something. Really, I can't remember her YouTube name. I'm so sorry. But she went on about Davi, if it was the end of the world, he wouldn't be wearing. No, it wasn't Gabriella. Maybe it was, but it was a chick. Okay. And she was going on, if it was the end of the world, he wouldn't have his hair all spiked up like that, and he wouldn't wear makeup. None of us who dress with makeup, or, if we had tattoos, obviously, we would, we would have that fantasy of the permanent ink in our bodies, but, if we're at the end of the world, we're not going to be putting on our makeup every day. I'm not going to have this. I'm not going to have my hair dyed. I'm not going to have any of this because my first instinct is going to be to survive. Marilyn Manson, he wouldn't be worrying about makeup. He'd be worrying about survival. Javon Monroe, survival. Jeffree Star, breakdown. That's survival. Sorry. But you gotta understand that, if a person wants to do that, they have every right to. And how is anybody who does that hurting anyone? That's all I want to know. Is why do people think of that as hurting other people? When I don't even see that as hurting others. Because, in, the Outcast kind of music, you find people you belong with when you really just had a crap life. You find people who had a crap life. And you find people who you belong with. And is that really that terrible? Come on. I've spent 16 years hating myself over stuff I can't control. And I'm not meaning shallow stuff. I'm meaning really, really deep stuff about my transition I'm about to go through. And I've really hated myself over this. And finding people who feel the same way I found through this music. And these people, Jeffree Star was one of the first I found. And you know what? I really wish people would just leave them alone. I don't see anything they're doing wrong at all. Okay? Sorry. I just don't see anything they're doing wrong. I don't see where you even charge a man like him with rape. I don't even see where you find that funny. I don't even see, her, this woman I keep going back to, who I really wish I could remember her YouTube name. I don't even see, say, well, you're a nearly 30-year-old man. He's nearly 29, not 30. But a nearly 29-year-old man, he has every right to act like a teenage girl if he wants to. Or, not grow up. He might be looking for a little bit of attention, but who isn't? Really, we're not perfect. We all want attention. And I just want people to fucking stop with all the drama about bands and music and people. Look, music is community. No matter what, it could be rap, it could be hip-hop, it could be dubstep, it could be rock, it could be pop, it could be country. It creates a community no matter what genre. And it gives you people and love. And why is that so wrong? Why, if it's not in your status quo, is that so wrong? I just can't understand that at all. God, I am so sorry. My next video I plan to do will be on religion. Don't forget to comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.